Our new shop fan. That's right, folks. Modine shop. Well, actually, this heater had a radiator in it, and hot water would go through the radiator and fan and blow the hot air out. So our stand is one of them Harbor Freight movers dollies, as you can see. It's bolted to that. And this motor that I put on it needed a cord, and I also had to buy I had to buy a long piece of threaded rod and cut 4 sections off of it and put nuts on. So, yeah, see, there's 4 bolts that I had to basically make, and that mounts to everything else. Another little, a few other things we've been doing, and yes, it is. Been cleaning some empty spaces.
Show them the cart.
Because we got that.
That giant metal cart.
It's freaking awesome, dude. It's so sturdy.
It was in a mail room for like 50 years at a Sara Lee bakery.
Yep.
Back when it was still Old Home, even. And God knows what it was before that, but we just were fucking around with the angle grinder and
Just made it shiny.
to take off that horrible yellow paint. But we're gonna completely strip it. This is gonna be flat black and all these little baskets. After we've straightened, and basically they're all kind of tack welded on. After they've been straightened, we're going to pop these out, and we're going to paint these red. So, flat black, red. It's going to look really metal.
Electric tools.
Really metal.
Power tools.
We're going to do a similar thing with this fan.
I don't want to paint it.
You want to leave it the way it is?
Yeah, I like
Cool with
it.
that.
It cleaned up really nice.
I do think we should put a plate of some sort here, though. Like maybe I'll cast something cool.
Yeah, with a switch.
For the switch to go. Yeah.
But yeah, there's black shit all over.
Too.
There was black shit like all over that, and it cleaned up really nice and paint. You can see it's got one louver that's different. I actually have 3 of these bastards, and this model happened to be slightly different than the rest.
It's a newer one.
Yep.
But I mean,
same design.
Really easily.
Yeah.
We may end up taking these bottom casters off and then extending it either way, maybe 2 inches.
This has got kind of a high center of gravity right now.
Look, a couple of 2x4s would probably do the job.
Yeah.
And we'll just give it a bigger wheelbase by a little bit. And that's by a lot of it, actually. If we put it, because it's still got to clear this fan, meaning if we bring it back out quite a bit, it ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Yeah. Oh, I understand. And my dad spent the last couple hours sorting through. Well, we found this bucket, and we had our scrap bucket. That's what this was.
We wanted to see if there's any brass in there, because I've been thinking about melting brass down. And after I dumped it out, I realized we were lazy bastards, and tons of, I mean, look at all the screws and nuts and bolts. And that's about 2.5 hours of my life wasted on this warm autumn day.
Took that bastard up the street real fast. Oh, yeah.
It's been dreary and shitty for the last, 3 or 4 days?
Yep. Here, I'm going to do my mount. So, we walk on over here to 2 halves of a mini bike. And what I have done is I manufactured this here plate. Now, this is the engine mount, okay? Now, normally you'd think you'd weld this together. Well, the reason I didn't was, number one, I didn't really feel like welding. I'm not that good at it, and I mean, I should get better, because, you know, but, my uncle's here. Number two, the back wheel is bolted to the swing arm. Or not bolted, but it's welded to the swing arm. So you can't move that side to side like your standard motorcycle wheel. So you can see that's adjustable to adjust your chain tightness and all that. So these bolts, you can loosen them and turn the motor rather than the back wheel. That's how you adjust chain tension. So there's that. Oh, and then the motor that I'm going to use in it, which was featured in another video on my channel, is this bastard, of course. Got your throttle tube already. Basically, bolt and go, kind of. You know, bolt it onto there. Slide this here throttle tube on to them imaginary handlebars right there. And that's good to go. But yeah, this is just a little garage update. Very neat. Beer fridge. Just stupid stickers on it because it wasn't ours. It was somebody else's, and I bought it. It's a $10 fridge. Yeah, it's pretty nice outside. It's also kind of nice not to have that horrible bastard running right now because it gets way too hot in here. But yeah. So, shop fan, garage is being cleaned out, and neat little mini bike project. So, yeah. Trying to think if I missed anything. I don't think I did. That's pretty much it. Alright, I love you all. This was Tim and my dad who left the garage. Goodbye.